this one we do have Jordan versus TheViper in Arena, which is something I've never ever seen before, and I'm aware that Dreams did stream these games, but I think it was a long while ago, and if it wasn't a long while ago, I didn't hear about it, so I can't imagine too many of you heard about it either. And so yeah, it should be some good games. Arena is something totally different, that is for sure, for these two players. And so who have we got? Well, down to the south in green, we do have Jordan 23 playing as Britons inside of his green walls of defense. Over on the other side, we do have TheViper playing in red. He is playing as Mayans, and I believe that these two do swap their civilizations after this game. So it's Britons versus Mayans on Arena, which is kind of cool because I like the fact that you're having two archer civilizations on Arena due to the fact that you have these walls, which does make gameplay very different even. And I can't imagine we'll see a normal arena game today because these players aren't well known for playing arena. You've seen the likes of Terra and Jon Snow and that lot. I don't even know who they are because they have that many alternative nicknames. We've seen the likes of those before, and they have very standout strategies. Whereas they will reach the castle age and they will build a castle outside of their opponent's wall, and they literally will not build any more eco from that point onwards. They will just go 100% pressure, and it catches a lot of people off guard, that is for sure. And I'm interested to see whether TheViper or Jordan will adopt those strategies, or if they will play it their own way and do something completely different. There really is no way to know until we actually get a bit further along in this game. Arena games are also well known for collecting up the relics. They are one of those things that arena players do love to collect, and I don't blame them for it. The center of the map is very small, and collecting up the relics can be relatively easy if you get there first. And of course, the gold bonus that they do give is absolutely great. So what strategies could we see in Arena? Well, I've already named one, the getting the castle, plonking it outside your opponent's walls, and then literally just going all in from there. Though I doubt we'll see that. The castle strategy is, well, it can be fairly common. It's a very easy way to break down the wall without using any siege as such, and then you can focus more on army, though mangonels are commonplace in this type of map as well. We could also see, which is another very unusual thing, a watchtower to break through the walls early on, garrisoned inside by some villagers. In fact, I think I remember doing a video, not a villager, a video not too long ago, where one player wedged the opponent's gate open, and they literally went through villagers and trushed their opponent, even drushed them on arena, which was kind of interesting and something I would never have expected to see, yet it did happen. So who knows what is going to happen? We'll wait and see. But judging by Jordan's start, he's delaying his upgrade to feudal until he's got 28 population, 27 villagers. In fact, no, he's just cancelled that villager off there. He's going up on 27, so we will see a fast castle from him. Of course, TheViper here playing as Mayans, he should have a very good game indeed, as he is going to have that extra bonus on these sheep, the deer and the boar, with the extra long-lasting resources. That will, of course, give him a nice steady start to begin with. And interestingly enough, he started to gather up stone already at the very start. He's gathering stone at the back here. We don't see that from Jordan at all. Jordan's going 3 villagers to gold, which does mean he will go for a fast castle, and I'm sure he will be able to do that, as he is, of course, gathering these deer over this side. Pardon me. He's of course gathering these deer over this side, and he will have 800 food ideally once he reaches the feudal age, in which case he will throw down the blacksmith and the archery range or stable depending on the build. But of course Britons, why would they build the stable? I don't know. And there's the blacksmith up to the castle age in a very respectable 13 minutes. Viper, still feudal though. Oh no, yeah, sorry, still feudal, of course he's still feudal, he just advanced to feudal. He will be going for a fast castle also, but he has got more villagers to take him through. Bear in mind, Jordan will reach castle first, 29 population. Viper will reach castle second with 30, but he will have more resources as he does have those extra long-lasting resources, as I say. I'm just going to pause the game real quick and tab out to make sure the stream is okay. If you guys can just let me know. Oh, it looks kind of good, doesn't it? It looks nice. Let's continue from where we left off. Unfortunately, it does slow my computer down a little bit. If I play it on normal speed, you'll see it's going just a little bit slowly. It's kind of going at real time, but the game's time is usually a bit faster. So we can already see the Viper's got 7 villagers on stone right there. He is, of course, going to go for a castle drop, and he'd be mad not to, because I feel obliged to say this. I say this every time we spectate a Mayans game. Mayans can mass plumed archers because they're very cheap. Um, I just felt I should say that because I say it all the time, and it's something worth pointing out because they are indeed a very good castle unit to get, and we will probably see a combination of castle drop, plumed archer, and monks from the Viper. Once he reaches the castle age, of course, I expect we will see a monastery from him. Jordan, well, I don't know what strategy he's going to go for just yet. I don't see any stone collection from him, but he is to the castle age first. Maybe he's just going to try and boom, and if he does do that, well, it could be all over very quickly for him, because Viper will be dropping that castle outside of its walls. It doesn't look like, though, that the boom is going to happen. He's plonking down a second town centre for sure, but he's not going for his third straight away. Instead, he's making a monastery, upgrading to crossbowmen, and moving out with these archers. Of course, these archers will get that extra range as he is playing as Britons, and blimey, we actually have a little bit of a battle in the middle with a scout and an eagle warrior, which is soon to be over very quickly. There we have crossbowmen and an interesting castle placement from the Viper. I almost said Dreams because his name is there. I keep wanting to say it, and I'm like, no, it's not Dreams, it's the Viper. Yeah, interesting castle placement. Why there, I don't really know, because he could have put it there and broken through Jordan's walls and gained map control. Instead, he's going to put it here and protect this gold, I guess. That was probably his reason behind that. He's going to make a mangonel from here and clean up these crossbowmen as quickly as he can. I'm sure he's going to be able to do that in just a moment, and then he can get his castle up. Oh joy, there we go, his village is coming over now as he forces Jordan away. Jordan, though, collecting up those relics already. He's already got one. He's going to move out and get a second very shortly as Jordan pressures his castle here. I think the castle will probably go up though. This mangonel will be able to do more than enough, but Jordan, the micro-intensive god that he is, I love Jordan's micro. He's just so good at it. He probably won't be able to take the mangonel out, that's for sure, but he's only lost 2 crossbowmen. He's delaying this castle from going up. I'd say that was a worthwhile trade. But Jordan now with a siege workshop of his own in the centre of the map, rolling on out with his own mangonel, and there we go. He's probably going to get Viper's mangonel there. Viper is, of course, going to repair it up, and he's having real troubles getting this castle. And Jordan, there we go, his superior micro there, taking out that mangonel. Very well done from him. I think the castle will go up. Well, you kind of... he could have got the castle up there, I think. Instead, he's going to leave it, but of course, if he did get that castle up, the mangonel would go down, and so would the crossbowman as well. But Jordan, left to his own devices, is going to take control of the centre of the map. He does only have 1 relic still. He is moving out to the second one over here. He will be picking that up very shortly, and he's not going all out no eco mode. He is, of course, got 3 town centres now, and the Viper sticking to 3 as well. So fairly even at the moment, I would say, though Jordan does have the score lead, and this castle's still not up for the Viper, and I'm wondering what is going on. This is madness. Get the castle up, man. It's going to go up. Surely it's going to go up. It can't not go up. Just come on. But no, he's going to build houses and the like, and all this time that Jordan is staying in this castle, these villagers aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, and Jordan is gaining a slight advantage as his economy is probably going to be doing pretty well right now, and he does have the highest score lead as well. These villagers taking some stones to the face. Oh, look at that. It's escaping with 1 HP. Very valiant indeed. And again, great micro from Jordan, keeping his mangonel alive as he takes out the Viper's mangonels with relative ease, I have to say. And I'm just watching this thinking, when the hell is this castle going to go up? It must be on 99% surely, as it's already been damaged some. That villager hitting the ground there, magically repairing the mangonel, which is 2 feet away. I have no idea how she managed that, but nevertheless, desperately trying to get this castle up, and I'm sure he's going to do it just now, surely. Yes, there we go, he's got it. And now he can take out these mangonels, or at least force them away from his city walls and keep himself safe. Viper, safe in the knowledge that he's probably going to secure this gold mine if he really wants it. What else is going on back here? Well, not a great deal, just the same old boom, boom, boom sort of stuff. And still, Jordan not really taking much stone. He's moved over to stone here. He's not built a stone mining camp though. I wonder how long they've been gathering for. I imagine not too long. And he's going to want a mining camp on there because these villagers are wasting time walking around. But put a camp. There we go. Get to work. Sort yourselves out. And collecting more relics. As we can see, two relics already in there. I think the third has been collected, or at least I heard it being collected. I can't see where he is with it though. And forced back to his town centre. This could be a fairly long game. I'm not sure how long this could be. It could be a while. But Dreams, not Dreams, the Viper, getting a few plumed archers out now. He'll be able to do some damage to the crossbowman if he gets the opportunity. And Jordan with the third relic right now. And really the relics aren't going to pay off until things start getting into the long run, but of course they're going to give him a slight advantage over time, and that is exactly what he wants them for. Viper just doing a bit of reconnaissance, I suppose, seeing what his opponent's up to, having a sneaky look over the wall. Not going to see that much because, to be quite frank, not a lot is going on right now. If you could guys watching the stream could let me know how the stream is. I'm going to tab out in just a moment, and if you have any, if there's a problem with the stream, let me know in the chat. I'll check it. While nothing's going on, we may as well tab out and make sure the stream is okay. I know it's a little bit slow, but on fast speed it's acceptable, I suppose you could say. Repairing his mangonels up, doing the good thing. And yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for something to happen. They're both just working on their recos at the moment, and Viper's actually drawn fairly close in score to Jordan right now, and Jordan with a 4th town centre, Viper with 4 as well. It's like they can read each other's minds. They know too much metagame. They know what they're going to be doing. They're inside of each other's heads. So I'm going to tab out right now and have a quick look at the chat. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, my internet isn't great. I should have better internet when I go back to uni, so that should be all good. I hope. If I have faster internet, streaming is a much better possibility, and I can do it more often. Woohoo! So yeah, look at that. That's a lot of wood there for the Viper. He may have just sold some off because I saw his gold increase, and he's going Imperial, and of course Jordan would be too because they're in each other's heads. They know what they're gonna do, and Jordan going up to the Imperial Age also. What's he doing? He's making a barracks. Why is he making a barracks? He's already got a barracks. He's researching long swordsman actually. Are we gonna see like a champion push? That would be strange, but I don't know. Jordan was the one who did the all-out militia rush when he was playing as Goths, but he's not playing Goths, he's playing Britons. Not really sure why he's making a second barracks and getting long swordsmen. We'll have to wait and see, and maybe we'll find out. Upgrades-wise, well, I imagine he's getting the relevant upgrades at the blacksmith. I can't see much happening right now, and once he gets Imperial, maybe we'll get to see some action. A castle coming out from Jordan. Not sure about the placement. If he's going to build a castle outside of his base, why not build it there to protect his gold? Or why not build it forwards to, again, put the pressure on and keep the Viper in his base? We're not seeing much early aggression. And the Viper, of course, he's playing against Mayans. It's not a regular Civ matchup. He's going to make champions to combat elite Eagle Warriors if the Viper makes them, which I'm assuming Jordan knows he's going to do because he's making, well, he's researching up to or attacking up to champion right now. Eagle Warriors coming out for the Viper, and he will upgrade those to elite very shortly, deciding not to go for plumed archers after all. Kind of cool. Let's see what he can do with elite Eagle Warriors. I don't think he's going to be able to do so much when Jordan will have champions on the field. Of course, champions, they move slower, so maybe he can get around him or something. We'll have to wait and see, and we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Gonna click things on fast speed because, to be honest, it's not that fast, so we can get away with it. Elite Eagle Warrior being researched right now, and quite a few Eagle Warriors being stored up inside those barrackses, or barracksi, or barrackses. Um, Lots of houses as well. He's going to need them for his population because he's going to be getting El Dorado here, which does mean he will be going very heavily into Eagle Warriors. And let's see if Jordan is prepared for it. A second castle right here. Not 100% sure why here, but he's put it there anyway. Who knows? And maybe we'll see some longbowmen from him. That'd be quite cool. But at the moment, he's just making trebuchets. He's going to bust that wall, get down that castle. And at this moment in time, it could go either way. Though at the moment, Jordan is countering what the Viper is going to do. Although Viper, a lot of units right there. He will be outmassing Jordan very easily. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barracks to Jordan's 3, 4. So I think he will be outmassing him very shortly. In fact, he's already got more units on the field. So let's see if he can actually make something worthwhile of those. A third castle for Jordan there. Kind of intriguing that he's put them all in the same place. I thought he would kind of know better, really, to spread his castles out. I mean, if he plonked a castle there, bye-bye economy. You know, it would pay off a lot more if he put the castle there rather than just going castle, castle, castle. I'm going to make lots of castles over here, and you're going to have nothing to do with it. Yeah, kind of intriguing. I mean, he could have put one here, he could have put one there, he could have put one there, and then all sides of his base are protected. But I don't know, I'm not him, I'm not in his head, and he's deciding to put them here, which is fair enough. He's making longbowmen as well, kind of cool. Longbowmen, of course, outrange, massively outrange the plumed archers. So at the moment, Jordan's looking pretty good. He's got the counters he needs, and these two-handed swordsmen now upgrading to champion will make short work of the Eagle Warriors, even with that beefy armor. Well, beefy pierce armor, of course, that doesn't make a difference to their melee armor, which the champions will probably tear through. But look how many Eagle Warriors he has. That is a lot of Eagle Warriors right there, and those trebuchets will definitely be taken down, as well as the mangonel, I imagine. The longbowmen won't be able to do so much damage to them either, of course. That's 8 pierce armor there. The longbowman only does 9 attacks. That's 1 damage per arrow. But it's the champions that make the bread and butter of Jordan's army right here, and Jordan, although he's outnumbered, may just be able to hold on. I think he's going to have enough champions to just about hold on, though he take that back actually. The Viper just steamrolled him, but of course he does have these 3 castles, so he will be able to defend at least until he can get some more champions out. He does have some back in reserve, and he's got a lot of food and gold to make more. Of course they only cost 20 food, it's the gold that you really need to worry about. I think he should be okay for the time being. He will just be able to fall back and retreat behind his castles in relative safety. These villagers need to do some work. They're not really doing much at the moment. And when it comes down to trash, I think it's hard to call it when it comes down to trash, but at the moment, Viper with a very superior army, though he's going to go up against a hard counter, so we'll see how it goes. 2 siege workshops coming forwards. I think he will be getting siege rams, and he's got capture ram right now. Where's his other siege workshop? Are you getting siege ram? I cannot tell. No, just sticking with capture ram. He's not got enough food for the siege ram, and he's of course going to need that extra food and gold to make the Eagle Warriors, of course. More archery ranges on the right hand side, and barracks to continue creating Eagle Warriors, which are quite pricey. Wow, mass walling over this side as Jordan is trying to protect himself from the wrath of the captured ram, and I'm sure he'll respond to that very quickly with some champions, and the longbowmen can bring up the rear also. Longbowmen, as I say, really not going to do much damage to the Elite Eagle Warriors at this moment in time though, so at the moment Viper looking pretty good, just going to keep working on these stone walls, keep working, pushing forwards, and the Eagle Warriors garrisoned inside the Rams as well, which is kind of cool, and there we go, out come the champions, and say goodbye Eagle Warriors. Look at the range on these things, so ridiculous, they're just sniping them off from the other side of the map, and there's Viper's push gone. And I think Jordan now will probably have enough champions to actually prevent the Viper from doing so much damage. The Champions, of course, are slow though, so they're not going to get over here very quickly, and the Eagle Warriors could do quite a bit of damage to the Longbowmen. Of course, they can soak up the arrow fire from the castles and protect the rams as they go in, but here's a problem. That's an equal number of champions to the Eagle Warriors, and the champions will cut through the Eagle Warriors so quickly. I'm not sure where the Viper is going with these guys. They're all relatively low on health right now. Most of them are half or less, and I think Viper is starting to fall behind. Look at the scores. Jordan's starting to gain an advantage here. Skirmish is coming out from the Viper as well. And people often ask me, how do you combat, like, 40 longbowmen maximum upgrades? Bear with me a second, the sound seems a little bit high. How do you deal with 40 longbowmen with maximum range? Because my skirmishers simply don't reach. As you can see, they are outranged by 2, and the longbowmen can cut them down in the meantime. The best way I found to deal with elite longbowmen, especially once they get upgraded, or even longbowmen once they have the 10 range, is to make rams and put skirmishers inside the rams, and eventually when the rams get taken down, the skirmishers will be in range of the longbowmen, and then they can do their damage, which is kind of, I think, in my opinion, the best strategy to deal with them. Of course, they can even outrange onagers, and, well, unless they're Korean onagers. So they can be pretty deadly, and longbowmen, especially in like Black Forest, can be a real nightmare to deal with. Still at the moment, not so much happening, and Jordan taking the score lead. He's been in the score lead for a while now. An army of champions and elite longbowmen now. Should be able to do quite a bit with these guys. Yeah, 7 range. Sorry, not 7. 6 plus 5. 11 range, not 10 range. I'm very tired, you could probably tell, but it's fine. We'll do this. We've got this totally. you may you may know. So yeah, he's gonna push forwards, and he's moving forwards with the longbowmen first. You'll see they can do so much damage from so far away, and even the elite Eagle Warriors don't stand up so much to the elite longbowmen. Once they have the extra attack, they can do so much damage, and he's not got bracer yet, has he? I thought it was 6 plus 6 when they were maximally upgraded. Oh, I made up another word, maximally. But still, he's going to move forwards with his champions. The champions not going to do so great against the castles and all the arbalests and skirmishers behind, but he is going to cut through the elite Eagle Warriors very quickly, and he's been forced back. The problem with champions against dealing with things like skirmishers and arbalests is, and of course castles, is they move too slowly. They move very slowly, and they just simply can't get to their targets in time. They take too much damage before they reach them. But of course, he's getting in there now. He's got enough numbers to get him in the mix, and he's going to make short work of the Eagle Warriors, as I've said many times already. But the archers can clear things up pretty easily, and that just leaves Jordan with a lot of elite longbowmen at the back. I think they're still missing the final upgrade, so they can get +6 range. But he has quite a few right now, and population-wise, well, Jordan is missing a few. He's on 188. Viper, on the other hand, on 193. But I believe that Viper is running low on gold. He's got these golds here. They're all very low indeed. That will be ran out very shortly, and he's run out of gold pretty much over here as well. So this is where Jordan can really gain an advantage, as he does have how many relics? Well, he's got 4 relics, which is quite a large number, and those relics will probably keep him going to the end of the game. He's got a lot of food. He can very easily get a lot more wood, as the whole map is surrounded by wood. I don't think you're going to run out of wood anytime soon on this map. So I think Jordan is looking in a pretty good situation at the moment. Not to mention his score is already way in the lead, and even though he's dealing with skirmishers, a little bit of micro here, and he can just get back and hit and run. There we go, the final +6, so fully upgraded elite longbowman, 12 range. My skirmisher with 8 there really can't do so much against them, so that's why I say get your rams out, get your skirmishers inside your rams, and bring them forwards into range of the elite skirmishers. A little bit of a treb war going on here as well. Looks like Jordan's going to win that one also, bringing forwards yet again with the champions and kicking things up with the elite longbowmen at the back. He's going to do so much damage with these unless Viper deals with them pretty quickly. And of course, the relics, as I've said, providing him with quite a nice little gold boost. I'm pretty sure he'll be out of gold very soon as well. These gold piles almost out altogether, and these main gold and secondary gold also very nearly depleted. But it's clear to me that he has got more gold than the Viper at this stage, as the Viper has spent all of his gold now. He's dug up all of his gold now, and that's pretty much it for him. So Jordan looking pretty strong. A lot of skirmishes for the Viper, and I think though that Jordan may just be able to pick them off. He's going to have to fire a lot of arrows to get the Eagle Warriors down, but if he can micro these back or move them back out of range of the skirmishers, he should be able to deal with them as well. Of course, even his skirmishers get a little range boost. The fact that they have an extra +1 range could mean that he can really gain an advantage in a battle like this. I'm not sure why the Viper is bringing out the plumed archers. 4+3 range really isn't enough to combat the elite longbowmen, and Jordan should really bring these guys back just a little bit so they're out of range of these guys and they can attack while the others have to move forwards again closer to the castles where he can sustain more damage or dish out more damage. I've got to say though, this is definitely starting to turn in favour of Jordan at the moment. Viper losing his castle there, that's quite a big blow, and the amount of elite longbowmen back here can really do a lot of damage, and they can of course pick off the arbalests, just keep firing, one unit at a time, and slowly depleting his amount of units that he does have. Population-wise, well now it's Jordan at the top. He's on 200 pop, and Viper dropping down to 160. It's really not going so great for him. His resources getting very low as well. Whilst Jordan still has quite a bit of food and gold left, he can continue to make quite a few champions. He can continue to churn out the skirmishers as well. Once he takes down these trebuchets, it could be very possible that he loses his castle, which he just do. But once the Viper loses his trebuchets, I think Jordan will be cleared to continue his push and make this game his. Also, look at this. Viper has so much gold, but not gold, so much stone. But he's not making any castles with it, and that means he can't make as many trebuchets. Not that he can really afford them, but it also means that he's less defensive once they go down. So Viper left with no castles at all right now, and Jordan left to just clear things up with his longbowmen. And believe me, these guys are a nightmare to clear up. Once you don't have any defences to stop them from advancing. So I think that this game will probably go in favour of Jordan right here, and I think maybe now just a matter of time until he does take the win. Coming in with a surprise attack around the side, Viper with a few siege workshops here, giving himself away when he attacks his archery range though. He's not even upgraded to siege ram. He's not had enough food to do so just yet, and continuing his population dropping now. Taking this stone at the side, not sure why. He did build a castle on this side, of course, and he may have sold some of that stone to make to get some more gold so he can continue his unit production. He's got quite a lot of gold now, quite a lot of wood as well. He can actually make quite a few arbalests or plumed archers. But yeah, he's making a castle. He's made a castle over on this side. His surprise attack kind of failed, and that could have changed the tide of the game if he broke through Jordan's walls and caught him off guard. But Jordan reacting quickly enough, and now he's just going to be let to basically take down all of these buildings and prevent the Viper from keeping his military production high, which does mean that Jordan will eventually just take the win. And I've called it already. I'm just waiting for the mop-up to happen and the game to be called to an end. His score does say that Jordan is way in the lead as well. He's probably killed a lot more units than the Viper at this stage, and he will continue to just push. Viper not really coming back with anything special. He's not really attempted to break through Jordan's walls, apart from this little attempt here, which wasn't so successful. So Jordan played this one pretty well. First, I would have thought maybe the Mayans could have won, because he did get the castle, and if he'd have put it on Jordan's wall and prevented Jordan from booming, then perhaps he would have won it, because he would have caught him off guard. He would have been able to break him before Jordan had any defences up, or before he even expected an attack, therefore catching him off guard and winning the game. But he didn't play it that way, so maybe we'll see a change of pace in the next game. And one final stand from the Viper now. I think this could be his last stand. He's only got 300 gold left, saying that Jordan's very low as well. But Jordan does have superior army count. He has got more population right now, and I think he will be winning this battle as well with his superior numbers. And I'm just going to sit back and watch this. Viper trying to get in close with the skirmishers, and I think for the most part the elite longbowmen will be able to do their work and take them out. And Jordan will be able to reinforce the skirmishers extremely quickly as well. So yeah, pretty sure this is Jordan's game. I'm just waiting for Viper to resign now. Though he probably won't resign straight away. He's going to obviously put up as much of a fight as he can. Maybe it's not so clear to him as it is to us at the moment. He may still think he's got something up his sleeve that could win him the game. But I've got to say, Jordan has pushed him right back at the moment. If he continues his push with the cap rams and the trebs, then he could really just push Viper right back and take him out. If Viper loses this castle, it's 100% GG because that's the only thing defending his eco at the moment, as well as this tiny army right here. He is, of course, going to try and get some army as quickly as he can. The problem here is that he does mainly have just archer units, which means he can't take out rams very easily. And Jordan is continuing to make rams. Now completely out of resource altogether. He has literally nothing left, and everything he's got is going into this final push and, well, almost final defense, I would say. It's not really a push. Comparing that to Jordan at the moment, Jordan way in the lead with units, and if he takes out these archery ranges, Viper doesn't have anything left to produce units with, which does basically mean that he can't combat what Jordan is throwing at him. Jordan now with a hell of a lot of skirmishers, still more longbowmen, and the champions can soak up the damage from the skirmishers as well. Come on, Viper, when will you resign? Why you no resign? 173 pop, he's getting back up on his feet, but again, he's got so little resources here, he's going to have a real tough time. And you know what, I will eat my hat if Viper does win this game from here. It really does not seem likely at all. Bringing in some halberdier now, that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly why he bothered upgrading halberdier. They die so easily to skirmishers, they die very easily to elite longbowmen, and they even die easily to champions. I don't know why he wasted the gold on upgrading to halberdier, unless he's just using them as a meat shield. I can't see why he would do that. It doesn't make much sense at all. And Jordan, giving the impression he's got a very tiny army, but in reality they're all just bunched up so close that they don't take any room up on the map. He's got such a good economy at the back, it's worth pointing that out. And it's also worth pointing out he's got full population, and he has been population capped for the last 20 minutes of this game, whereas the Viper still struggling to reach population. In fact, he doesn't even have 200 population room. I'm just waiting for the Jordan to win this game. It's almost like a trash war in the center here, but only Jordan has more gold because he does, of course, have those relics. Please take out his archery ranges, stop him from producing units, and win this game. You know you want to win the game. The game is yours. Take it. And yeah, these rams soaking up quite a lot of damage, throwing out some throwing out some pikemen there because why not? He's got the barracks. He may as well keep his numbers high by making pikemen when he can't afford the champions. And Viper looks like he's going to push back a little bit, I've got to say. He's not doing so bad, but his population still not that high compared to Jordan. Jordan losing quite a few men in this little attack here, but I think overall Jordan will probably take this. Still, I'm still saying it. I'm still waiting for the Viper to give in, though, as I say, if he manages to win, I'd be like, what? He shouldn't win this game. But he probably won't anyway. Jordan now going to go around the side, create a little bit of distraction with his rams. These units aren't going to push forwards, they're going to attack the rams, of course. Why would they not attack the rams? A guard tower from Jordan there. Kind of an interesting building to place. And a militia from Dreams, not Dreams, from the Viper. Didn't stay around for long though, I'm sure that was a misclick. And there we go, the Viper saying GG, and he resigns, and just waiting for Dreams to resign as well. And there we go, the Jordan wins this game. And I didn't even notice, but he actually took this gold on this side. Viper missed out on a lot of gold there. and Jordan had the nerve to take it, and of course he did ram through here, which again we missed. I wasn't paying attention. What was I doing? He rammed through here and attacked his eco at the back as well. And I called it. I told you Jordan was going to win, and at least the Viper put up a good fight at the end. A lot of dead bodies right there, and we will move on to game 2 in just a moment. Let's have a look at this. Military, yeah, Jordan must have had a lot more kills. Look at that. It's amazing the fact that they even pumped out 560 units that game. The fact that they even created that many units is beyond me because, yeah, crazy. Economy-wise, well, yeah, look at the gold. It wasn't as big of a difference as I actually thought. I thought Jordan would probably have a lot more gold than he did there, but 2,000 gold is quite a lot of difference. If you think about it, 2,000 gold, that is a fair few units, and it would have only continued to go more in Jordan's favour with the relics. If we look at the relic gold, look at the difference there, 4 times as much for Jordan, and yeah, there's not really much else to say about that really. Faster and everything. Pretty good.